We just need you to get a meeting with him. Then we can close this case once and for all. I'm gonna get you out soon. I promise.
Sad when you know where that got her. Both of them.
Oh, this is the men's room.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Night. Today we are hopping back into Dexter Original Sin with episode number 6. Last episode was just a little bit kind of slow for me. There wasn't there was a lot that happened, but nothing that really got me like super excited. You know, we got the M99. Dexter's kind of ironing out his ritual. We still have yet to get the cheek cut and the blood slide, so maybe we'll be tackling that with the next kill, which is going to be the guy that dropped off the radar because Harry messed up that situation with the alibi. We all know, like, we understand where Harry was coming from with that, but they did kind of like flip that around, and you know, he should have been a little bit more proactive about that and record it at least like record that he had brought the lady in, record her state, you know, all that stuff. So negligence just seems to be a recurring issue for Harry, but he did give Dexter the go-ahead to take that guy out. And I'm thinking maybe that was the replacement scene for the scene that I included with Matthews in episode 1 at the end when I was talking about how we're lacking Matthews in this season. But, you know, Matthews came by and was saying that the guy was going to get off. When Dexter went over to him, he was like, you know, I did the right thing training you like this. So maybe it's that kind of thing. Deb is getting closer and closer with the guy that she met at the club. I think there's probably more to that story. He hasn't done anything yet that is necessarily wrong. I mean, like, pretty much the opposite. He's just kind of been there for her. And, you know, he's been very nice. So I'm thinking there's probably more to the guy, especially in this type of show. Let's roll it.
Nikki, put your shoes on. Come on, we're already late.
Little blood in the title.
Hey,
oh, this guy
in the car now.
Yeah, he's playing the...
That's Sonic series.
This is oh no, is something gonna happen to Spencer's family? Captain Spencer? Yeah, it looked like there was a face. Dang, those things are noise canceling. That's crazy. Yeah, it looks like the same type of thing. Looks like Spencer's gonna be paying the ultimate price.
Tomorrow night, you'll drive me and Sophia. We'll meet Gio at the restaurant. A double.
Double date.
I need you to look good. You're gonna be meeting Gio for the first time. I can't have you looking like some weirdo fucking jizzbot.
What?
I need him to think that I'm cool.
I don't think he needs any convincing. Dude is down, you know? Maybe a little bit too down.
Guys in plaid make Sophia wet. Some kind of weird lumberjack fetish she has going on. She'll love it, but more important.
She'll love old Dexter then.
He chops his own wood.
Right. When do I get to meet this Gio fella?
Oh, never.
Yikes. It's crazy though that it's really highlighted how little Harry actually cares what she does. He didn't even care she was lying about being out. Doesn't care that she drinks. Just doesn't care. Why is the mouth stuffed like that?
We've interviewed.
Maybe just like the trying to suck in air, you know?
He wanted to savor the kill.
And it's really cool to see his POV through some of this.
See the fear in the victim's eyes as he died? I see similarities. What if they're all connected? Each kill has been more refined, more intimate.
Kind of paralleling with Dexter's own evolving ritual now.
The FBI defines a serial killer as someone who's killed 3 times. I believe this kill might make number 3.
A little bit more to it, but yeah.
It's an interesting theory, Dexter, but I don't think it
does also
Not yet.
have to do with the length of time between kills.
Defined by the FBI as someone who unlawfully kills 2 or more victims in separate events with a cooling off period between the killings.
It's emotionally moved on, and it's sad to see. You know, I wonder, I mentioned it. It was a mistake when I was watching, I think, season 2, talking about Dexter being Harry's father biologically, but maybe he got her pregnant too. I don't know.
I should be going. I'm sure she's wondering where I am.
I never thought I'd be the other woman, and I don't feel good about it.
Bullshit. You would cut this off if you didn't feel good about it.
It's been nearly a year. When are you going to let me off the hook?
Just a little longer.
You know, I'm starting to doubt you mean it.
We just need you to get a meeting with him. Then we can close this case once and for all. I'm gonna get you out soon. I promise.
Oh, it's sad when you know where that got her. Both of them. It really probably was a guilt thing taking in Dexter. You know, but also with those complex emotions of the, you know, having lost the son, contributing to it as well.
Part of me knew, with this kill being number 3, that it was a big decision.
Oh man, that sound.
Any fun plans for the night?
I have a friend in town. Gonna show him around. Sanders. Yes, he's here.
It took a while for this news to get to him. Was this the day he was supposed to like take his son to the soccer game or no? I guess that was the other day, but...
This is your fault.
You need to back away.
You realize Becca was left tied and gagged in the garage for hours?
No, because you're the one living in my goddamn house.
You knew!
What would have happened had you not been fucking my wife behind my back for the last 14 years?
I mean, yeah, like... Get this guy out of the station, bro. Like, who are you, bro?
Anything you recall, even his shoes, can make a difference between finding Nikki and...
I should have protected him.
He snuck up, you know, like, what was she gonna do? I get it, though. Pretty natural reaction to blame oneself, especially if you're a parent.
First Judge Powell, now me. I think Nelson's right. This job is a fucking hazard.
So yeah, there might not have been more to what the judge, you know, had going on. Could have been completely in the dark. Maybe this person just likes to mess with people, mess with these high-ranking individuals.
Levi Reed was a big dude. If I was going to take him down, I had...
He's no little Chino.
Fucking beef us.
This stalking thing was new to me.
Virgin, right?
Wow.
He seemed almost... normal. Did these moves actually work on women?
Oh, is he gonna start copying now? Copying for the date, the double date?
My own ritual was growing.
As I said, yeah.
What's the Morgan family up to this weekend? Gina and I were gonna take the boat out. You wanna come with?
Is that like a Playboy?
Double date.
Oh, Dexter. I'm so glad you're putting yourself out there.
What's Camilla down here doing?
It's a Cosmo.
It's a great way to show a girl a good time.
The boat.
We have 10 days. Huh? With the Powell boy, it was 12 days before the body showed up.
Are we finally got that meeting, or what?
Okay, making my way to the meeting point.
I don't know if this is the day. Of course, her kids would have to be here, too. Cars and drugs. I feel like I'm in a Fast and Furious movie right now.
This is Brazil.
Greedy fingers.
Jesus.
A little something to remember us by.
I can't let her die in there.
Looks like you just got yourself a promotion. Wait.
I don't know why he would think that they were gonna kill her. Didn't really, from the communication, it didn't seem like was what his intent was, you know? Like, why would he give her something to remember them by and then kill her?
Heard a lot about you, man.
Nice teeth, man.
Thanks.
Like, honestly, who cares what this guy thinks about Dexter? I don't know why Dev is so worried about that. Like, Dexter's not the one trying to date this dude.
Dinner is on me tonight.
Great.
Are you ready to order?
I think that we need
Double bacon cheeseburger with fries.
Yeah, he's gonna get whatever he wants.
Order of the spicy hot wings. Oh, and a large Coke.
Actually, I don't really like spicy.
It's for him.
You did order for me too, right?
No, that's all for me.
I don't know why they're worried about this. Like, if Sophia is not down for this, then hey,
That you're done stuffing your face.
move on.
How about we move on to the Q&A portion of the evening?
Charlotte.
Dude's just being himself.
Darts?
You gonna try those moves?
Here, let me show you how it's done.
Oh my god! It worked!
He's definitely gonna be using it later on.
Hey, asshole. You call that an apology, come mierda?
I'll buy another.
Let's play out this scenario. You buy her another drink, we have to see you again.
I'm sorry, this guy's just not intimidating. But yeah, I feel like there's more to this story. I wonder if he just paid that guy to do that too. That's kind of how that interaction seems like it was gonna go, you know? It's like, hey man, here's $50. Just bump that girl over there.
Back in the jiff.
Oh. Me cornered.
Oh, this is the men's room.
I know that.
Turns out dating wasn't so complicated.
We don't have any continuity with the moaning. But you know, it's kind of weird because like, when Rita had dressed up for Halloween, it seemed like that was his first time like doing anything like that, or like it like working out well. You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing?
Whatever I want.
I've come to appreciate the comfortable moments with Rita.
I feel like they're retconning a couple things here and there.
No beauty sleeper tip tonight.
It's messed up.
Do you want to, like, maybe hang out again tomorrow night?
Oh, I can't tomorrow night. I'm
Killing someone.
bowling.
Bowling?
So it begins. I mean, things seem to be... I mean, they haven't, like, done the deed completely yet, but, things seem to be going relatively smoothly.
Maybe there is something to Dexter's theory. 2's a coincidence. 3's a pattern.
You really think they're connected?
If we're dealing with a serial killer here, he's
Yeah.
choosing his victims on purpose.
I get Dexter's probably right, but even then, like, it's not like there's, like, people who are isolated, who have no family and stuff aren't, prime targets for any killer.
I want you to get me out. Okay, and don't give me this just a little longer bullshit.
You knew the deal you took.
Would you send your wife in there?
She has no business pulling the wife card. Like, when she's the other woman, like, she can't talk.
Stop it.
And especially, like, when she was, like, initiating stuff, too. Harry is definitely at fault. I'm not negating Harry's involvement, right? I'm just saying.
You're here.
Of course I'm here.
Harry, you're a father again. You need to end it.
Yeah, she knew.
Doris.
I've known for a while. Whoever it is, you can't see her anymore.
I promise. It's over.
I mean, crazy that Doris, you know, what a good person, you know? I mean, like, does that really constitute being a good person? Maybe strength would be a better description of it. Oh, nice truck. Very nice. Yep.
The night was the night. It all came down to this. And nothing was gonna get in my...
Oh, right. What a coincidence.
Out with some friends. I was just
is he...
taking a walk. Oh.
I kind of got that vibe, honestly. When he was, like, talking to him about his friend, you know? That he's meeting up. Like, the way he had looked at him in that scene was just, like, a little bit different, you know? So not in the neck. Wonder when he's gonna start. Maybe, like, once he gets more used to it, you know, sneaking up on people. Kiss the cook. Very nice.
That's turned out that...
A nod to season 5, I believe. The apron that he had to borrow from Boyd Fowler. Inhaled hard on that thing.
I'm Dexter Morgan. Harry Morgan's son. He trained me.
The pictures.
Tonight, I become a bona fide serial killer.
That's why theory is important.
Not sure how I feel about it yet.
Well, I don't know about his overconfidence here.
You could have brought them when nobody was home, but you chose a time when they'd be there.
I wanted to see them beg for their lives. They're not different.
Yeah, he's just on a different path, that's all.
My dad gave me a code. I only kill the ones who deserve it. You deserve it.
It's official.
Rafael Campos. He might be pulling the strings. His guys on the street, they're known for being a young crew.
Yeah, but it's just like one guy, though. You know, from what we've seen and from what his wife told him, if these guys are extremely violent, you would have probably seen more violence towards the wife, more beatings towards the kid.
Emotions can be a distraction in an investigation.
Oh, do you really think I'm going to do something to jeopardize
this?
I'm the last person to fuck this up, because if I do, my son dies.
And it'll also make him a little bit quick, you know? Quick to, like, take any lead possible. Not saying he would be wrong, it's just emotions can be very clouding for judgment, as we've seen, like, as we all know in life, but as we saw throughout Dexter, the original series, you know? Going out to the same place?
It's hard being a father. Impossible. You're always going to worry about them, want to make sure they're safe, that nothing bad will ever happen to them.
What is he talking about? I mean, with Dexter, maybe. But yeah, he definitely has shown very little care for what Deb does and her safety. I'm sure if she was, like, in danger, like immediate danger, he might say, you know, say something, do something, but, like, the things that she's doing put her in the potential to be in danger. So, you know, nip those things in the bud is keeping her safe, you know. It's only so much you can do. She's almost an adult or an adult at this point. Yeah, this confirms it. Same people.
Was my father's code all that kept me from being a real monster?
Stop the car, sir!
Shit.
I need that window down, sir.
I've got a body in the back of the truck.
It's an active crime scene.
Yeah, figured it would come back to bite him.
What could be worse?
I mean, like, it wasn't even my, like, intuition or anything like that that brought that analysis along. Of course, he said the earrings would come back to bite him, so we knew this was going to happen at some point. Yeah, I feel like I preached a little bit too much this episode. Like, I was very, I don't know. Like, this type of things I'm pretty strict about, you know, in the way that I think about them. I understand emotions provide nuance to situations like that. I'm specifically talking about, like, the situation with Harry, Doris, Laura, cheating in general, and, like, the whole situation with Gio and Deb, and, like, all the vices and stuff like that. For me, I can really only speak for myself, but, you know, self-control is essential, and without it, you land in so many bad situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things could be avoided and a lot of situations could be made better with self-control. Now, things happened the way that they did happen, of course, in this story. We know how it went. We know how it's going to end pretty much. Well, not anymore, because things are back on track as far as, like, Dexter still being alive and stuff like that goes. But if Harry hadn't have gotten as close to Laura, right? See, it still might have ended up in the same situation where, you know, he was pushing her to keep going with these meetings, keep going and keeping her in that system, not taking her out of it. It would have been just less emotionally charged, and Harry might not have taken Dexter. Who knows? You know, who knows what would have happened in that scenario, because that's not what happened. And to me, it seems like common sense, but I know things get complicated, and it's not as black and white for most people. So, you know, like cheating, easily avoided. I could understand if he wasn't getting anything at home, like if Like, I get Doris, they kind of hinted that Doris was kind of like depressed or stressed. I mean, rightfully so. Like, they were trying to have a kid and, you know, it wasn't coming through, and they were also dealing with the death of their son. So, of course, there's like stress there, maybe some depression. But from what we saw, like, they were still like intimate.
First of all, who says intimate?
Still trying to have a kid actively, right? So it's not like Harry wasn't getting any at home, you know what I'm saying? Like, him getting with Laura was just purely probably some sort of like emotion driven, like lust driven type of thing. He was also probably dealing with that situation, as I said, feeling as though like this was the life that he should have had. Dexter taking the place of his son in that emotional way. And then Laura, of course, taking the place of his wife in that way. That was the situation emotionally, but at the same time, there's really no excuse for him. Like, that's as deep as I could really see it being in that situation. Like, that's the only way that I could explain it. But I get it. I mean, we know what happened, and what happened. There's no changing it. I'm just kind of speaking in like a conceptual way and a theoretical way. Now, the whole Gio situation, we still don't know about his dad. He said like they were going to go to his house or something like that. So I guess Deb has seen his house. Maybe she's met some of his family. I don't know. But Deb telling Harry that he would never meet Gio, which I get. Like, Harry, he was having that heart-to-heart with the captain. You really have to like sit back and ask the question, like, okay, what makes a good father a good father? That was the question they were asking in that scene, of course. And in one context, we have Harry like focusing in on Dexter, trying to ensure that he doesn't go to prison. Because I think that's really his main concern. He didn't want to lose a son again, which I think that's really what his motivating factor was, to teach Dexter the code, do everything at all costs to make sure that Dexter doesn't go to prison, doesn't get caught, rule number one, of course. And they retconned that with Vogel, saying that was like her thing, but we have had no mention of Vogel, so I'm not even going to mention her anymore. We wouldn't have a mention of Vogel because like her introduction was in season 8, and like there wasn't any mention of her before. Dexter had no idea about her, all the rest, right? We still could have gotten maybe something, but it seems like they might be taking that out, or just choosing to maybe forget about that, leave that in the past. It's really all in an effort to make up for that initial death of his first son, Junior, and his emotional, connection to Dexter due to that. And also probably a feeling of guilt for what happened to Laura, maybe feeling like he owes Laura that to like keep her son safe and out of trouble, out of prison, because of a situation that he is somewhat responsible for, right? He's not responsible for actually killing her, but, her being in that situation in the first place was kind of his doing. She has, as we've seen, expressed a desire to get out of the game because she feels in danger, she feels like she might die. So a lot of guilt. And, these type of things, of course, can get complicated around criminal things in this gray area. A lot to think about, a lot to consider. But Harry, in that scene, circling back to like the fatherhood aspect, was speaking on, he can't really control what they do, and, you can't protect them forever, right? And that is an understandable perspective. But I think he's like laser focused in on Dexter, neglecting Deb. Like he sees all these things, like he knows all this stuff about Deb, but he doesn't talk with her about it. They don't really have an emotional connection. And of course that led to her issues down the line with men, and other issues as well, like just generally with connection. There's a lot to unpack there, a lot of complexity in that. That's why I felt like I was saying so much that was like concrete, preachy maybe. We witnessed the double date. Dexter was being himself, and like I said during the reaction, like if nobody at that table can accept him for who he is, like does he really want or need to be around them? And of course, that's not even who he really is, but, he was just being genuine, being in the moment, doing what he does naturally, without really any very naive in that way. It seems like Sophia is pretty accepting of Dexter, which is great to see. You know, I'm not mad about that. Like, all of his little quirks and stuff like that, she seems to be down with, cool with, which is good. And that's what I was mentioning during that date. It's like, if she sees him, he's being genuine, he's being himself in that moment, he's not like playing anything up. And if she like sees that and like can't accept that, then hey, not meant to be. But we know it's not meant to be because they're going to be moving on. And we got to circle around to Deb too, in that fact. Like, she is the reason Dexter has been in, I guess now, 2 of these major relationships that he's had. You know, Rita was all set up by Deb, so you know, that whole situation was Deb's doing, and then her friend here setting her up with Dexter, setting Dexter up with her. That was her doing as well. So I mean, props to her for looking out for him in that way. As far as like Gio goes, I don't really know what to think about him too much. Like that whole situation where he was like trying to intimidate that guy or stand up for his girl. Like, maybe it might be misconstrued that I was saying like that he shouldn't have done that. He definitely did the right thing, of course, standing up for Deb in that moment. But again, as I mentioned, it just felt that there just wasn't anything there. He wasn't very intimidating. It seemed to me like he would have like slipped that guy some money to do that. He could be genuinely a good guy. We still have yet to see anything else about him. He's just been continually good, right? And to me, that might be a problem. We'll see. He might not be the issue. Like, something might happen where Deb like breaks up with him. You know what I'm saying? It might be a Gabriel situation where, you know, he's a chill dude and Deb is the one that's like kind of messed up, you know? As far as like the case goes with the kidnappings and stuff, I'm guessing that, yeah, like there was nothing really held back. Early on, I was thinking maybe like the judge, there was something going on with him and he wasn't going to like fold. But now that this kid has been abducted, there's been no terms or anything like that, unless Spencer is holding something back, which I don't think he is. So judging by like his emotional response here, I really don't think he's holding anything back. I could be wrong. That just kind of leads me to believe that maybe this person enjoys seeing this happen, and there might be a connection with the killings that Dexter had like pinpointed as somebody like trying to figure out their style. Maybe there's a connection with that too. Like he enjoys like watching the chaos, you know, watching these guys like kind of fret and make all these public statements and threats and stuff like that, and then just like leaving the kids out. That's all for this one. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.